Love it. Got it.
And I think my camera does. Hi, my name's Angela Adams, and I am Grace's mom.
Mrs. Adams, how are you today?
I'm good, thank you.
I would like to know, what was the first feeling that you had when you found out that Grace had congenital heart defects?
In the beginning, I had no idea what that even meant. I asked the nurse, what are you talking about? What do you mean? What is congenital anything? And then she explained it to me.
Okay, well, amongst explaining it to you, because I know myself and mostly other people would never know what congenital heart defects would even mean. So that had to be a fear already, you know, to hear something you never understood or what it was. So I commend you for even asking questions out there instead of just flying off right then.
Okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mrs. Adams, how are you today?
I'm good, thank you.
I would like to know, what was the first feeling that you had when you heard that Grace had congenital heart defects?
I had no idea what congenital anything meant. I had to ask the nurse a few times, what are you talking about? What do you mean? What does congenital heart defect mean?
Perfect.
December 9th, 2006, I gave birth to a wonderful, beautiful baby girl, Grace. Everything was fine there for 3 days. The natural birth, everything was going great. The third day is when the pediatrician came to check your baby and make sure everything was fine before you got to go home. some of my family already left, excited to go home to make sure the baby room was ready for Grace to be there. And then I got the news.
Yeah.
Excited, waiting for the nurse to come back to tell me that I was ready to go home. I had Grace's little outfit to go home. Her carrier was ready. And then I got the news.
Mrs. Adams, may I ask you, what news did you get?
The nurse came in and told me that Grace had congenital heart defects. I continuously asked the nurse, what do you mean congenital heart defects? What heart defects? Show me. I don't understand. She did end up giving me an example. This was what's wrong with my baby girl. Coarctation of the aorta, VSD, ASD, bicuspid valve, after they gave me this, I had to immediately go to Texas Children's Hospital with Grace in an incubator as soon as possible. At that time, I didn't have any family because we all thought she was coming home. I had to turn around and call my family and give them the news.
I think you got a blessing on your hand, because Grace, she don't act different.
No.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of kids, because I know a few of them that got different defects. Not just heart, but I know a person got lung defects and all that, man, and they barely breathe, and but you can tell they act like that. Don't get me wrong. She might have the defects. She might have the different little trials and tribulations she go through. In the same token, you don't want to live your life where you gotta act like you finna fall apart.
And she doesn't talk about it to people.
That's great for her. That's her way of dealing with it right now. Now, maybe later on when she get older.
She just says that she's a heart patient survivor.
See what I'm saying? And as long as she got it in her head that she know that, and if her peers and her friends and people that's around just know that, she all right with that. Now when she get older, she might decide to speak on it or whatever the case is. It don't matter, because she is free will right now. Her mind is like, I'm living life. I'm here.
Competitive.
Yes, she is.
She just finished basketball. Now she's in track. I mean, and she's living her life, you know, and that's not, her defects is not
a factor.
Well, do I ever want to hear the doctors to say she is 100% healed from head to toe? Of course I do. But
well, you know, ain't nothing God can't do.
Exactly.
Nothing.
So you know.
But if
and she's fine now going to the cardiologist once a year. It's just like she already knows what to do. They give her all the praise, and she's so good, and she already knows what to do, and this is just amazing.
So my question to you is, on a serious note, if you had to, figure out a curriculum, not saying so much of a curriculum, but some kind of plan in your mind, in your life, how would you continue making her happy, continue making her feel like, hey, you normal like everybody else? Because when I saw her, she normal like everybody else. She act like everybody else. She talk like everybody else. She hang with everybody else. She mingle.
Yeah.
She live life. And that's what you and whoever she look up to should keep her on the mode of live life.
Live life, and since she was young, and actually I tell all my kids this, but I really, with Grace, put it in her mind, don't hold back.
No, because then you're gonna handicap yourself.
Right, and try again. But when she hit grade school and all the way up now, she's going to be going to high school, I always say, you're a leader. Be a leader and not a follower. So, you know, and I've said that over and over. And sometimes I'm like, bye, Grace, I love you. I'll see you later. Remember, you're a leader. And I follow her. And sometimes she'll say, I know, Mom, I'm a leader. You know, to me, that is my motivational talk to her. And then I'll say, I love you. And those are my encouraging words to her. Meaning altogether with that comment, with that statement, is, you know, you're just like everybody else.
That's right.
And you can do all things through Christ. And, you know, Grace is a very confident girl.
So I'm glad you said it, because what is your plans to continue motivating her, to continue pushing her, umping her to just go out and be you, live your life to the fullest? What would you, if you had to tell 2-3 more people with that condition something, what would you tell them? Like, because a lot of time people, for example, people get cancer and they can been living good, right? And I seen this in my own life. I seen them people, they living good and then they find out that they got cancer. Not that they falling out, they start just drooping out like, oh, I got cancer. So that's what really brings them down.
They get like that, they're giving up.
And that's what you don't want to do.
Don't give up, you know. And there is hope, you know. Yes, some of your experiences. Grace was on medication for 3 years.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm talking about 12 to 15 pills.
Yeah.
That she had to take as an infant all the way to a toddler.
Yeah.
I had to take them. She had to take them, and you just because you get that news, it might be even devastating news.
Yeah.
But we have to go through that experience, and you have to continue to move on and just be positive.
Positiveness, that's what you need.
Be positive. You have to hang around and be around positive people.
Because if not,
you don't want to be around somebody else that has almost or some type of condition and say, well, you know, I'm just going to sit here and do nothing today and mope around. What are you going to do? Is that motivating the other person? No. So Grace has a good support team. Lots of her family are still praying for her to this day. Friends, she has a lot of people that she's worked with, that a lot of her model friends, and now some designers. You know, she's growing, she's maturing, and she's getting that exposure and experience, and not using the defects or the complication that she had as an excuse.
I love it, because she don't use it as a crutch at all.
Yeah.
At all. Do you hear me?
Yeah.
When I saw her mingling amongst the other people, other kids, other models,
Nobody
you would
even knows.
never know.
Yeah.
Because she mingled with the best of them.
Yeah. Was it a little bit more difficult when she was younger? Yes. She got sick much faster than others did. They said that as her body matured and she grew, and her heart took the surgery well, and that her white blood cells count will increase. So back then, yes, she did get sick, and it took a little while for her to get better.
That's in anything though.
Yeah. So, and now, you know, if she got sick or allergies or the sniffles, she can take any medicine still. And I think it was because of all the nasty, because I tried every medicine that she took and it was just disgusting. So she knows what to do, and even goes back to how we did have to clean her and did have to cover her. And she did have monitors and devices when we took her home. She knows how to cover up and what to wear socks, and she knows about Vicks. Vicks is a miracle. You know, how to put the heating pad in the ice pack.
She's learned.
I'm telling you, she's a great patient if she did get sick. So, and she doesn't worry at all.
And that's the number one thing.
She doesn't worry at all. With everything that's going on right now, she didn't have a care in the world.
And that's
know.
That's a great
And
thing.
we had to do a little Zoom meeting with her pediatrician, not her cardiologist, and they asked all the questions that they needed to ask about this pandemic and everything. And Grace's like, "Oh, I'm fine. I'm good," you know. And there's no fear.
That's what's gonna make her live longer.
Yeah.
No fear, no worry. Do you know stress kills?
Sure.
Fear even kills,
Of
because
course.
what happens is that you get scared.
Yeah.
Now you're stressed out.
Yeah.
And if you can eliminate, I'm telling you, if you can eliminate the stress factor or the fear factor, you're almost carefree.
So there have been plenty of times where I just sit back and watch Grace, or even my other kids, but mostly Grace because of everything that she experienced, and I'm just like, wow, why can't I be like that? You know, like,
Man,
I
everybody.
could jump over this stick river, and you know, and me, I'm like, no, I can't do that. I will fall. You know, it's she's not afraid.
That's good.
You know, and not saying, oh, I can't do that because of my heart or because of my condition. You know, and unfortunately, there are a lot of people that say I can't do X, Y, and Z because I have a condition.
Yeah, they use it as a crutch. And then they'll start getting so bad with it, it starts showing like, oh, everything, oh, no, I can't do that. You know,
Yeah.
I won't do this. So
Yeah.
she has no limitation
And
of
she
mind.
tries, and then she's also, I told her again about leadership, and she's still maturing and, you know, and growing. So, yes, mistakes happen, but she is a very strong-willed and very competitive. Very competitive.
Wow, I believe that.
She always wants to win when it comes to sports and everything. So I really am trying to, and this is what I was telling Sky, I really wanted to tell people, you know, to don't give up hope, and to encourage your loved ones
That's right.
that did go through a situation like this or similar, and that there is hope, and to believe and not shut down, and you know, and she is my miracle baby girl, you know. So even before I got pregnant with her, man, was I praying, and God was probably telling me to shut up. But you know, I had a boy first, and I was like, well, God, now it's time to have my girl. And was I praying and praying and praying and praying for a baby girl, and then when I conceived and we found out that it was a girl, it was amazing.
Amazing.
Amazing, yeah.
Mm.
Anyway, I could talk all day, so I don't want to talk.
Well, I'll tell you what, we blessed.
Yes.
God bless y'all. Tell them.
You're on.
Oh yeah, you.
Grace, I just wanted to tell you that I'm extremely proud of you. I think the world of you. You're strong, you're confident, and you're soaring. You are a go-getter, and I'm just amazed and wow of how far that you have come and what you've accomplished. I love you. And I just wanted to tell anybody else out there with congenital issues of any sort to believe and to not give up. They are fighting, and they're right there. They can hear you. Pray. Don't give up. There's miracles, and Grace is one of them. And just believe, and there is hope.